everybody, welcome to Psychology at Work and Play, where we talk about personal growth, health for wealth, and realigning your mindset. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to glow up, show up, and flow up. So we are going to get right into it right after this. Go and subscribe, get your cup of water, get a cup of juice, have a snack, and come and sit. Let us talk about how to glow up, show up, and flow up. So in my recent videos, I would have been sharing some experiences about some traumatic situation that I would have experienced some time ago that caused me to migrate. And so 1 year has passed, and I think it's about time that I step back into being me, into being Serena, and to step up to where people know and expect that I am going to deliver and I'm going to bring it. But you know, when we go through challenges, it is important for us to acknowledge that something did happen and I have gone through that. I have gotten the necessary help, and so I am at the place where I think it is time for you, Serena, to start glowing up. So how do we glow up? I want to tell you that glowing up takes the inner strength from you. It's the inner you that wants to make sure that you're happy with yourself, you're comfortable with yourself, and certainly for me, my smile had left me. I am happy to tell you that it is back, and you have to decide how much you are willing to take and how much you are going to allow life challenges to hold you down and to hold you back. And so I just want to tell you that things happen. It is important for you to get help. Speak with someone, whether it's professional or it's a friend or a group of people. Surround yourself with positive people, and it's a part of your healing process, the healing journey. And I am on that journey. I cannot tell you that I am there yet, but I can tell you that I am seriously on this journey, and I have found great support in God. And I just want to let you know that He is just waiting for you to ask for something. Many of us, we just believe that God is somewhere in the distance and don't care and all of that. But I've learned in this short time that He is a friend, a constant friend that's always there. All He needs for us to do is acknowledge that He is there, and He has all the power that we need to push ourselves forward and to rise above our challenges. Let us talk about how you glow up. Glow up takes great effort, and so you want to start by looking at your skincare. Over 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with lupus, an autoimmune condition that affects your whole immune system. So the body is pretty much fighting itself. So it destroys good cells in the process. Everything looks like an enemy, and so it continues to fight, but your body is actually fighting itself. And when I got that diagnosis, it was really a major blow for me, because I am someone who is always at it professionally. I am always growing from one stage to another. At the time, I was teaching at a university 4 days per week. In the afternoons, 5:30 to 8:30. On the weekend, I was actually doing my master's degree, and I had a full-time job from 8:30 to 5. And the full-time job required a lot of traveling. I was moving across a whole region in Jamaica, from Westmoreland, St. James, Hanover, and Trelawney. I was traversing all of those areas. So I pretty much had very little time for myself. I have a husband who is very demanding. I mean, he's demanding. intimately, yes. I have grandchildren at home. I mean, they're not my full responsibility, but I have my kids and I have my grandkids, and so I have a family to attend to. So it required so much of me, and I tell you, all of that took so much out of me because all of that stress that my body was undergoing, the diagnosis came. I started having rash in my hair, and I was so afraid. And I understand why people get diagnosis or see things happening to them and are afraid to go to the doctor, because I was so afraid, because I thought in my mind I had cancer because my hair was falling out. There were these sores in my head that would not heal. And so it was pretty frightening. And so my daughter, who was working at a health facility, also brought me into one of her doctors, and the diagnosis was made. I did the relevant tests and it confirmed that I had lupus. So my body was really undergoing a lot of stress. And since then, I have withdrawn from being my regular, lively, happy Serena that everybody loved. I was trying to stay as healthy as I can. I mean, one of the key things with lupus is that you stay away from the sun. So I have to be walking around every day under the umbrella. I mean, it was pretty overwhelming. I have to be looking at changing my diet, going to my clinics, taking medication, and all of these things, and just mentally, psychologically getting a diagnosis like that. I didn't know much about this condition. I just heard about it. I mean, I've been hearing it by the way, but it was nothing that came to my mind that had me thinking that, one day I may end up with it. Oh, for me, getting to understand this health condition was quite traumatic, but I tried as best as I could. I went to my clinic, I kept my appointments, and I was doing well. I tried to put myself together physically, mentally. I tried to show up for me. It was challenging, but then things happened later on, and so I had to leave Jamaica. After going through that 1 year of stress again, the lupus was kind of rocking my body here and there, joint pains, and if you notice my previous videos, what you will see is that my face was very, very dark, because this is a part of the condition. And so, as a part of my glowing up process, I realized that I have to move on, because life has been throwing me limes, and I have to mix lemonade, because I wasn't going to roll over and die. And I want to go back and smile again. I want to go back and be in that happy, lively Serena that everybody is familiar with, and the person that everybody loves, very jovial, love to talk about sex and sexual activities, love to engage in discussions. I was always going to functions, being the MC, going to weddings. I flew from Jamaica to the United States on more than one occasion to come and master ceremony at weddings. And I can tell you those weddings were a bomb. And if those persons who I came for their wedding, if you are watching this video right now, I want you to say, yeah, she did a great job in this video right now in the comment section. I'd appreciate it. So as a part of my glowing up, I decided that I'm going to start taking care of me. And first, I improved on my mindset. That's where I started. My mindset. I tell myself I deserve to live just like anybody else. I deserve to have a long and beautiful life. I deserve to be fabulous like everybody else. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the best. I deserve to look and feel the best. And I deserve a good, healthy, long life. And with that mindset, I set myself in motion. Yes, it was challenging, because having the health condition, not having the right medical help is a challenge. And so instead of dwelling on the fact that I don't have the right health care as when I was in Jamaica, I have to take my health in check. And so what I started doing was changing my diet, because diet is such a very, very good part. So the most important thing about the glow up process is self-care. I started preparing my meal with deliberate actions, start including some other things that are beneficial to me, like my collagen. I bought it and I take half a teaspoon each morning before I go out, and that is helping me. My skin is glowing now. I have taken on a skincare also that helps me to clean the face and, apply my face cream to it. It's a very simple regime, but I am trying it out and I'm seeing where it is working, and I feel like I am actually glowing up. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm feeling. Spend time to take care of me, get my regular bath, get my skin all creamed up nicely. And if you look at my video, this video right here, where I talk about self-care, self-love, then you will understand why if you're talking about something, then you have to start living the part. And so I started taking care of me, because when you start talking about something, the mind is a powerful tool, and so the mind takes it all and start working on it. So my mindset has changed into be this positive person who will try to be happy all the time. I have changed my diet. I am not having food with gluten in there. And I have my sister who, she's doing an amazing job. She cooks my meals, and when I go by her, I'll have food for a week, food for a few days. And my daughter-in-law, she is excellent with smoothies. She loves those things. So she'll blend my green juice and put in all of these fancy stuff in there. And I have a lot of vegetables. Sometimes for my lunch, I just have a vegetable salad with maybe just a piece of chicken breast that's cut in there. Or I may just go with just an egg in my salad and my collagen. I go in the supermarket and I read the labels. I choose carefully what I have. I change my meals. I'm having now almond milk or coconut milk, and I'm trying to use virgin olive oil, avocado oil. So I'm changing pretty much my diet, and I'm seeing where my skin is glowing. I'm literally glowing. I recognize that you can trick the mind into what you want it to believe. So I start also a morning routine. I tell myself I am going to live and I'm going to live well. Hydrating my skin, having more water to drink. And then my morning routine is very important. I wake up at 4 each morning and I do my exercises. I have my spiritual moment. And you cannot glow up without a spiritual moment. You need God in your life, because with all that's happening around us, we need God to keep us going. So all of those combined help me to be glowing up. And then how I show up. Now, I used to believe that just going around putting on some clothes and just go out and that's it. But I'm telling you, I am showing up for everybody else, and I believe it is time I start showing up for me. Spend time with me, loving me, choosing nice clothes to wear. Yes, spending some money on me, sorting out my hair, making sure I have my best hair, So this is very, very important. I'm showing up for everybody else. I need to show up for Serena. Make sure as you live your life, you're showing up for yourself, because many of us put everybody else in front of us. And in order for you to show up for yourself, you have to set some boundaries, because people will come and call on you all the time and expect you to be responding to them all the time. And whenever you say no, it becomes a challenge. Don't let anybody get you into this. Set boundaries. And if you don't take your own boundaries seriously, then no one else will. You have to start taking your boundary and choose you first. Put you first and make sure that you're taking care of yourself, that you can show up for others. You have to look the part, feel the part, live the part for you to be able to direct others. And then you talk about flow up. How do you flow up? Every chance you get, you try to elevate yourself. Read a book. Learn a skill. Choose a career. Make yourself be out there. Increase your knowledge. Increase your awareness. Find something that you like to do and do it well. If you have not yet chosen a career, choose one. I choose now to be a part of social media. I am a YouTuber now. I'm trying to grow my channel. And so it takes a lot of research to find the right information to come and share with you. And that's a lot. It keeps my mind occupied. It keeps my brain pumping and working. And so I have to be reading. I have to be watching other YouTube channels to see what's there, learning information that I think I want to share with my audience. I am always learning. I'm growing. I have garnered so much information in my lifetime. If you would have listened to previous videos, I would have worked with the Ministry of Health for over 23 years. And in health promotion, I learned a lot. I did my master's program, and it's counseling and consulting psychology. So I have learned how to go into organizations and to be a consultant. I have learned how to apply mental health skills and strategies into making people well. That's why I'm focusing on mindset. I'm also focusing on health for wealth, because when your health is well, then you become wealthy. Why? Because you don't have to be spending too much money at the doctors, not too much money on medication. So you have to eat well and take care of yourself. And we are going to rejuvenate our whole lifestyle, adjusting everything. So all the things that I've learned along the way, I am putting all of this into my videos now, so you can benefit from all that I have learned. This is a time where we learn to glow up, show up for ourselves. And when you flow up, this is where you improve yourself mentally, you improve yourself intellectually, and you grow and you develop and you become professional at something, or you become skilled at something. So I encourage you today. It's time for you to start doing what I am doing. You'll be seeing me as we go along, glowing up, growing up, flowing up, showing up. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe. Subscribe so I can get monetized on YouTube. And I very much appreciate those who have put their faith in me already and you have subscribed. I appreciate it very much. Go and tell your friends, your loved ones, everybody to what? Subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm happy that you were able to join me today on Psychology at Work and Play. Have a good time. Take care. Ta-ta.